It's Halloween time on The Wrestling Show. And we're going to start off this wonderful episode with some WWE action. So, let's go.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Lip really loves wrestling. He likes to talk about it too. If you like to watch wrestling like he do, come and join us on the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. On the wrestling show. Baby.
Welbo, welcome to a very fantastic Halloween episode of The Wrestling Show. I'm your most fickle host, Lip Hazlewood, and we're going to take a very cynical look back at the latest episode of Representing the WWE and live from the Bon Escorios Wellness Arena in South Carolina. It's the WWE's Monday Night Raw. Air date October the 30th, 2023. This episode is, of course, not just the night before Halloween, but it's the road to Crown Jewel coming this Saturday. Now, before we dive into the big show, just a quick shout out to the non-competitors. That's right, they are the glue that holds the building together, the wrapper that keeps the candy unharmed. Anyways. Now, first and foremost, representing the authority figure, or should I say the new general manager of Raw, it's Adam Pearce. Next, getting all the pre-match interviews and all the backstage scoops, it's just Jackie Redmond today. And of course, heading into the ring with the announcer, letting everybody know who's about to fight and the results of such matches. We got ourselves Samantha Irving. And last but certainly not least, it's the commentary crew. The play-by-play guys, the hosts, and I call them the narrators of the whole damn show. They are the team of my personal favorite. You know, he's for sure future Hall of Famer. If he's not, I don't know what's going on. You know, he is, of course, the man with the raspy yet soothing voice, the highly hyper-intelligent, and my personal man crush. It's Wade Barrett on the commentating crew. And I gotta say, he is the best out there, hands down. And backing up Wade Barrett, it's the longtime veteran of well over 25 years. It's Michael Cole. Now, without any further ado-dos, let's get started with Le Big Show. And we start with the Judgment Day starting, not really the Judgment Day, because I don't think they're using that song anymore, I made a pie. I'll make an apple pie. So it's Rhea's music. She comes in there. So it's Rhea Ripley, Dom, Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and of course JD McDonough on there. Just the 3-man team. And so they welcome everybody to the Raw, and basically they run Raw. They used to say they run everything, but they haven't really been on SmackDown much at all. No presence there at all for a couple of weeks, Anyways, well, they are the tag team champions. So it's just 3, and the tag team champions aren't in the ring right now. So basically, they're talking about how they're the best and stuff like that. And Rhea Ripley, she starts throwing her weight around because she's the unofficial leader. She's a den mother of the Judgment Day. So yeah, regardless if anybody would like to know it or not. So basically she's putting matches together, she's like, Dominic is going to take out Ricochet, JD is going to take out some Seth Rollins, and you know what, obviously Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre has got they got some hashing out some things to do with who's going to be joining the Judgment Day, because whoever joins them will become either the retaining champion or the new champion, regardless of that. They start talking about such stuff, and then Sami Zayn comes down there, but here we go. It's Rhea Ripley also setting another match. She wants, people taken care of, and she wants Damian Priest take care of Sami Zayn. And what's going on with that? We got ourselves Sami Zayn hits the ring there. He's got new. Well, Sami Zayn's new angle right now. It's his old angle. It's his traditional angle. It's rise against, fight the power. And who's the power right now? Apparently, it's the Judgment Day. So now, Sami Zayn, he wants to take out the entire Judgment Day. Regardless if he's doing it himself or if he has people with him. It doesn't matter. 2-on-1, 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 3-on-1. Well, 5-on-1. It doesn't matter. Sami Zayn will get his ass beat for a cause. But like I say, Ricochet comes running in to help out. He's got Sami Zayn's back because it was basically a 3-on-1 situation right here. Sami Zayn could have got his ass kicked, or should I say a 2-on-1? Because Rhea Ripley, she's not getting her hands dirty at all. She must be injuring some sort of, nursing some injury. Something's happening. Anyways, so she's basically there in body, and that's it. Not really there helping out physically. But anyways, Ricochet comes in there, gets Sami Zayn a little help there, some backup, because Ricochet's got his first match against Dominic Mysterio. That's right. This is a non-title match, Why would it be a title match? I don't know, because it's ridiculous. Okay, anyway, so non-title match. It's Dominic Mysterio, Ricochet, and of course, it's basically going to be Ricochet's going to be fighting the entire. He's going to be fighting also JD McDonough and Rhea Ripley. So he's got an uphill battle to fight. And Sami Zayn, if anybody, should know this for a fact. But Sami Zayn leaves the ring. Do I got your back? No, I do not have your back, Ricochet. Have a good time fighting all three of them. Bye-bye now. Whatever, Sami, really? So during the commercial break, the match starts. And this match was about 10.5 minutes, roughly. 10.5 minutes. It was respectable. It was a barn burner, whatnot. It was fun, though. It was a lot of fun. Good wrestling. They had the nice suplexes on each other. Pretty nice. Ricochet throwing around some Dominic also doing the three Migos on Ricochet. The three Migos suplex, the suplex combo of triple, Now here we go. It was fun, like I say. But it ends like this. Ricochet gets the best of Dominic Mysterio, ends up with a massive super kick to his face. He goes down hard. And then he tries to finish it off with maybe a Phoenix Splash, something like that, off top rope, shooting star express. Who knows? Ricochet is one of the greatest high flyers in wrestling, period. Not the WWE, in wrestling, period. Everywhere. So he's going to top rope to finish off some Dominic Mysterio. And this is where Ricochet is actually fighting all of the whoever's in the ring there, all of the Judgment Day members who's currently at ringside. So it's Rhea Ripley. She jumps onto the ring apron and she distracts the referee. Referee's like, hey, get off the ring apron there. And Ricochet's like, oh, hey, you there, what you doing? I'm distracted too now. And then the other side, it's JD McDonough tries to take the legs out of Ricochet. Ricochet jumps JD, and JD goes off the apron there. So he didn't touch anybody, so it's good. It was a good cheat. Legit. Now they go into the ring there, where Ricochet's now he's fully focused on JD McDonough, and with a schoolboy roll-up, the basic of most basics roll-ups, the schoolboy, the backwoods. So yes, it is Ricochet not just losing with the backwoods, the roll-up, taking it in the rear because it's the most embarrassing way. Now here's where it gets even worse. The referee isn't perfect. Couldn't be any better position to see the cheat, because you can see everything. The view is perfect to see Dominic Mysterio leverage himself up, not on the first rope, but on the second rope, in perfect view of the referee who decides not to see it. I'm like, boo, Earns! It's like, whatever. This match officially became fun. It's like, really? That's how it's going to end, with a referee turning a blind eye to the Judgment Day? He was not supposed to see it, but you know what? If he went to rehearsals that day and would have seen where you're supposed to lay down on the mat to look at the arms only, it's so ridiculous. Anyways, Dungeon Master Mysterio, Dominic Mysterio, DM Dungeon Master. Anyways, So after that, I guess we got a little bit of, moral victory time for Ricochet. He might have lost the match, but he got the moral victory. He took out some JD McDonough and with the recoil takes out Dominic Mysterio. Now he was going to do worse. He's going to, give them the old whatever splash, but Rhea Ripley saved his tiny hiney, and he escaped. So Ricochet, at least you got that moral victory. He got rolled up and got the most embarrassing loss in all of wrestling. Taking it in the rear for the team. Taking it in the rear for the team, that's what they say. And speaking of taking it in the rear, we got ourselves a tag team match. Now this was apparently a open challenge. Alpha Academy has offered an open challenge. And I always think, if you do not have the championship title belt, what is an open challenge? What does that even mean? Do you even have the authority to do it? Because who are you anyways? Really? Wow. Really? So, this is the Alpha Academy's Chad Gable and Otis versus the Creed brothers, Brutus Creed and Julius Creed from the NXT. I think they're finally making a jump to the main roster. And I think they got to, because the tag division is rubbish. It is absolute rubbish in the WWE right now. I think the entirety of the WWE right now, including the NXT, which had a thriving tag team division, now the entire thing is just collapsed like a house of cards. But anyways, I think 2024 is supposed to be going to be the new attempt to put together the WWE tag division. It's like the Toronto Maple Leafs trying to watch them put together a team that's going to win the Stanley Cup. It's just never going to happen. So okay, with the Alpha Academy, we got ourselves Maxine Dupree, and on the Creed Brothers side, we got ourselves the Ivy Nile, the pit bull of wrestling. She is only pit bull because she's short in stature, but she is built. Her I can only imagine her cardio is unmatched by anybody or anything. So anyways, this match, however, this was about 10.5 minutes. It was a nice long match, The Creed brothers is basically about the Creed brothers, their abilities and their strength, where they're passing around Chad Gable. They have this move where they pick up someone for a suplex and they start tagging in and out while passing over the opponent while they're going in and out. But they didn't do it too many times. It's just one pass over. Julius Creed picks up Chad Gable, tags out, passes on Chad to Brutus, and then he does the suplex. Now, the referee, as a tag match, they did use tag ropes. It was clean-ish like that. But when the referee just loses track of the complete match, where you just run in whatever you like and start double teaming, it's like, really? Chad Gable just comes in and just clotheslines both Creed brothers. That would be a disqualification right there. There's no tag. There's no breaking up the pin. But this is a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. Rules? What rules? Who needs rules in wrestling? When you just want to play slap ass with a bunch of pals. So yeah, and then we got a moment where it's the Alpha Academy taking out the Creed brothers with the double German suplex. It was lots of fun. Chad Gable ends up getting his German is the slow motion German suplex on Brutus Creed. It is like, wow, that's slow motion, and it looks really ineffective, not ineffective, either or, ineffective. Otis comes in later on, with some tags and stuff like that. He doubles teams. He just wipes out the Creed brothers. I guess, Otis, he's looking good. Okay, we got our end sequence here, where, like I say, just the referee just doesn't care what's going on in the ring. So Otis, he gets knocked down a bit, and then it's Brutus Creed. He climbs the top rope for a high cross body on Otis. Otis catches him, and then with the world's strongest slam, slams down Brutus Creed. Goes for a pin, but however, it's Julius Creed comes out with a 450 splash. A 450 splash takes out not just Otis, but his own partner, because Otis is on top of Brutus Creed too. So he's a double pancake on Brutus. But that's not over. Chad Gable climbs the very same ropes and goes off with a, moonsault and crushing. And then with a triple squash, that's right, Brutus Creed gets crushed again on top of Otis and on top of, Julius. But however, things go out of whack because outside the ring, It's Maxine Dupree. Now, of course, with the Alpha Academy, we got ourselves not just Maxine Dupree with them. He's also with, they're with, Akira Miyazawa is there too. So Miyazawa and Maxine. So Maxine jumps on the ring apron. She wants to get rally their team, but Ivy Nile pulls her off there, and it was some ridiculous thing. But I'm going face to face. Now here's the thing. Maxine, she's very fit, no doubt about it, but she's fit. But when it comes down to Ivy Nile's crazy. She's got, her muscles have muscles on top of the muscles. That's how much muscle she's got. She's got a lot of muscles on that tiny frame. But yeah, it comes down to, you're gonna go off. Who's the alpha girl in the ring right now? Alpha girl ringside now. Okay, so there's going to be one out of the two. And Miyazawa comes in and does his best meme, and he does. He ends up getting suplexed out of his boots, like a German release suplex. It's more of a it's a German release suplex. Miyazawa takes that hard. Then what's that? Chad Gable gets thrown outside the ring to join. Miyazawa on the ground like a bunch of crumpled up, sacks of potatoes. So we go into the ring and we got ourselves why the Brutus Ball will never work. Now, Brutus Creed, he loves this damn Brutus Ball. This is a hill he's gonna die on. It never works. Now if he were to use the Brutus Ball properly, you can literally end someone's career probably, because he goes off with a what's that? Of course, the cannonball off the top rope. If you're going in the water, you cannonball, it makes a big splash. Now, if this win here's Julius Creed. Now, Otis, he climbs up for the Vader bomb. Julius Creed gets him on his shoulders, picks him up. He gets tag off to his brother Brutus Creed. So now it's the electric chair drop. So Brutus Creed goes up to pop with the Brutus Ball. Now, if it were to hit properly, he would hit him and land on top of him. That would crush the holy hell out of Otis. But this never happens. This is one reason why it's the worst move. He bumps the two. Otis goes down with the electric chair drop, and then it is Brutus Creed. He drops straight down now. And guess what he lands on? His brother. He lands directly on top of his brother. Double knees to the guts. It's like, wow, congratulations. That move was stupid. It was pure stupid. I mean, why can't you just do an uppercut or something like that? With some sort of cutter. Some sort of jump up with a cutter. But Brutus Ball, really? Because, hey, it's Brutus Ball. That's my identity. That's my whole identity, is that dumb Brutus Ball. Without Brutus Ball, what am I? Really? So ridiculous. It's like Otis's dumb caterpillar. Anyways, I'm just being a little bit cynical there, but it's just nonsense. Creed brothers with the obvious win, because of course it is the Alpha Academy, and they're just a bunch of losers now with another loser on their team, Miyazawa. Okay. After that, we go backstage, and we got ourselves a little bit of the Judgment Day. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio, JD McDonough. And basically, I guess Damian Priest, he wants to get things straight. Who is the leader of Judgment Day? And he said, you know what, Rhea? You say you're not the leader, but why are you making matches? Why are you making matches? And Rhea's like, well, you know what? You're the punishment. I'm just doing what's natural. You're just what you do. You do that best. You're just what you punish people, and I'm just making sure that Sami Zayn knows that. It's true. At least that's what she's saying. And Damian Priest like, I'm with that. Okay, I'll buy that one. So yeah, they're back on the same page, which is good. And now we go into the ring with some Miz TV. Now, I hear they're trying to turn corners with the Miz. It's like, well, you know what? Anyways, so Miz is out there, and he has this. He says he's got a guest, and his guest is Gunther, the Intercontinental Champion, the greatest wrestler right now. I think one of the greatest, if not the greatest. His in-ring skills is almost unmatched. So he calls out Gunther, and Gunther doesn't come out there. It's Giovanni, Vinci, and the Kaiser. go out there and you say, you know what? When you call Gunther, he will not come out for you. You're a fool, basically. It's like, you're a joke. He doesn't come out. Why should he come out? Why should he come out like a lapdog when you call him? You know, it's just you, the Miz, right? You know how much credibility you got? None. Okay, they didn't say any of that, but they're basically, that's the basically saying. You're a clown, okay? And the Miz comes back, shoots back at them. He's like, well, that may be true. I might be a clown. He didn't say that. But you two are just, second fiddles. How does it feel to be second fiddle? And then, of course, Ludovic Kaiser, or Giovanni Vinci. Giovanni, he pipes in there. It's like, he talks about, his Mrs. Little, Ms. and Mr. Ms. Ms. and Miss and Mrs. There's a little TV show he has with his wife. He's like, don't you play second fiddle to her? And, Miz couldn't handle that. Oh, you talk! It's like, yes, right. And he not only just, he talked a little bit, but with those little words, he made you look like a fool. Absolute idiot. But anyways, Miz, he is completely delusional. I swear, he is quite delusional here. Now, Gunther eventually does come down there. He puts Miz in his place, and he calls, he says this thing here. Miz, you're a great entertainer, but when it comes down to wrestling, that's the reason is, here you go. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So once a bell rings, it doesn't matter how entertaining you are, it comes down to what kind of wrestler you are. And that's the reason why The Miz is a host of a TV show, and Gunther is the greatest, intercontinental champion of all time. So, wow, Miz. But Miz gets all confident, gets in Gunther's face, thinks he can take him on. Whew. Yeah, Miz. So this is what they're trying to do, trying to get Miz over by Gunther! But Miz is too miserable. He's a miserable guy. And the question is, are the fans fickle enough to accept Miz back as a fan favorite? When Miz has been such a jackass all this time. I mean, I can only imagine the writing has to be next level to actually make people like or respect the Miz. But they did have the fans cheering for the Miz. Some of them were cheering for the Miz because you got to cheer for somebody, right? You can't boo everybody, right? So with that, we go backstage. And it's Miz. Oh, he's just crying to Adam Pearce. He's crying about being disrespected for the worst in his entire life. So bad. Again, every time Miz gets disrespected, it's the worst disrespecting in his life. Oh, the horror. Oh, where's my fainting couch? It's like, Miz, wow, you're a snowflake, brother. And so he wants some revenge. He wants a title match. He feels entitled for a title match, even though he's really done nothing for a long time. Besides, have Miz TV. So yeah, he feels he deserves something because he's been former champions here and there and whatnot. Well, it doesn't really matter. So it comes down to it's Bronson Reed. Though he wants his chance too, and says, well, here, we're going to set up something here. We're going to set up something here. Bronson Reed, yeah, looking mean as hell. Bronson Reed. I don't know. I think he's a belt's coming in his direction. But he's the real deal, Bronson Reed, man. I mean, this guy is he can go. His wrestling matches are great. He can work. There's nothing wrong with Bronson Reed. Great talent, great personality. I'm on board the Bronson train, baby. Okay, now with that, we go to the ring. It's with a tag team match, and that's, of course, we got the Imperium still in there. Gunther has left the building. And now the big match is, of course, Imperium, Giovanni Vinci and Ludovic Kaiser versus the reunited do-it-yourself DIYs Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. This was a good match. This could have been great because, of course, Imperium, great tag team. Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, great architects of wrestling. They can put together a match with ease. All their skill level are like next level. These guys are professional. These guys can put on a great match. These guys can probably put on a 20-minute match and make you look great all the way through. But it was, like I say, I don't know. It could have been better, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Maybe they had more of an agenda to set for the match rather than the match itself. It's usually wrestling is like that now. They're trying to tell a story. You know. So yeah, we got the moment where we try to get a hot tag, but Tommaso Ciampa is pulled off the rope there. Like that never happens. It just happens all the time now. It gets ridiculous. Maybe they should change things up a little bit. You know. Anyways, or maybe I just watch way too much. I don't know. So we got a moment here where it becomes, I guess, Imperium tries to end it for Tommaso Ciampa. Giovanni Vinci, he tries to get Tommaso Ciampa in a power bomb, but Tommaso Ciampa flips it around by giving Giovanni a back body drop. Ludovic Kaiser on the second rope jumps off anyways. They get kicked in the face by Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano with a big goal kick to the face. And then Gargano and Giovanni, or Ludovic Kaiser, Gargano and Ludovic Kaiser roll out the ring there. Giovanni and Tommaso Ciampa, they scrabble in the ring there more. Like Giovanni, he's got some good serious moves. He's a good wrestler. He's a great wrestler. But you know he's not going to win here. He actually flies off the one section here. He runs to the ropes there, runs to the corner, and flies up the corner. And does with a massive moonsault, just a run up moonsault, which is damned impressive. Damned impressive. You don't see anybody do that these days. You don't see anybody do that move because it's very difficult to do. Very damn difficult. Giovanni made it look real easy, even though he hit nobody. But it's okay. But it comes down to this. It's Giovanni Vinci. He gets down by Tommaso Ciampa. He gets kneed in the face. And then it's Johnny Gargano gets tagged in there, and they do the old move. You know, they double team on his face, and they just kick him down. So yeah, the both doubles kick to the head, and takes out Giovanni Vinci. Not looking good for Imperium's team anymore. So yeah, Ludovic Kaiser looks bad because Giovanni lost, and yeah, it's a big mess. Anyways, speaking of big messes, we got ourselves our next match. It's the women's division, and I have to say the the WWE's women's division. It's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. It's tough, you know. I mean, this match is between Candice LeRey and Xia Lee, and the last time each one of these two had a singles match has been forever and a day. Forever and a day. It's not like they've been keeping busy or at all, you know. So what's this going to be? Xia Lee, she really wants a women's title match, you know, but she's been doing nothing this year to earn it. So this is literally like maybe her second match this year. Xia Lee's second match. It's ridiculous. And how did this go? This was 2 minutes. So it tells you a lot. It's like both these women aren't ready to wrestle. But they gotta show something, at least something, that they're wrestling, so-called wrestling. They're not retired or so-called injured. So ridiculous. So yeah, this match was fast. Now, it was over like this. The match ended like Xia Lee, she gets a flying knee. She gets a flying knee up there, and I guess it's supposed to hit, Candice LeRay's face. It was supposed to hit it, so I don't know. I look at it too closely, so you see all the whiffs. It's just nasty. So with the flying knee, Candice LeRay is supposed to get hit in the head. She goes down, and then with a spinning heel kick, actually spinning roundhouse kick. She's supposed to kick the back of the Candice LeRay's head. Clearly goes over top of her head. But I guess Candice LeRay's got to sell it like she's never sold anything before in her life, because that ended the match. Because she's too delirious in the head. She's too delirious to fight. Where am I? So dumb. I couldn't believe it. Like, wow. So this is what they're going to do. You know, this is Xia Lee, her new thing. She's so powerful. One spinning kick can knock you unconscious. Oh, poo. Ridiculous. Okay, and then we go backstage with some Sami Zayn thanking some Jey Uso for having his back. And then Jackie Redmond comes in and she wants some words with Jey Uso about Judgment Day business and, And Jay floats the idea. It's like, you know what? Maybe I'm looking for a tag team championship gold again. I'm going to see what Cody Rhodes is up to. Well, Cody Rhodes, he's got other things. He's got his own personal thing. He wants to finish his damn story. You know? He wants to be the golden boy of the WWE. You know? Because he needs to be. He needs to be. Okay, so after that, we got ourselves a little bit of, Seth freaking Rollins with an in-ring promo. He talks about, now he's got this big match with JD McDonough coming up, in this day, but it's he talks about Crown Jewel and Drew McIntyre. Now, Drew McIntyre had a segment earlier about his time as the WWE champion in 2020, the year of the pandemic of, the COVID-19 pandemic, where everything was closed down, nothing happened. So the biggest moment in Drew McIntyre's career happened in front of nobody, live. Just your co-workers. You know, his WrestleMania was in the pandemic era. His entire reign was in front of nobody. So yeah, so it's tough on Drew McIntyre. You see, he was wallowing in that fact. But then the truth comes out here is like, the fact is this. Seth Rollins comes out there and talks about the same things. You know, 2020 was a tough year, not just for you, but for everybody. You know, yeah, you had a bad day. You know, it wasn't your ideal terms to win the belt. But guess what? A lot of people couldn't get food on the table. You know? When next meal. You know? Or some of them couldn't even see their loved ones ever again because they're dead. And you're worrying about that. It's like, there are other things like, wow, Seth Rollins is really going for the jugular. The jugular. It's like, wow. Yeah. That's the ultimate form of selfishness. Yeah. Regardless, that's like, whew, that was tough. So, yeah. So he just apologized, didn't get a story. And then that's when he gets attacked from behind by JD McDonough. And then the match starts. So the referee's like, oh, are you good enough? Seth Rollins eventually gets ready to rock and roll. This match was about almost 14 minutes, about 13 minutes, 40 seconds roughly. This was Seth Rollins and JD McDonough. Seth Rollins, world champion, the architect. He is the architect. He is, he may say he goes with different monikers these days, but you know what? He is that damn great. So he's up there as an architect. JD McDonough, he's still fresh-faced, but you know what? He's one of the best out there. He can put the match together. He's got great skills. Period. These guys are top-level competitors fighting each other. And it showed. This was a fantastic match. Match of the night, hands down. Hands down. Now, they fought outside the ring there. Fought in the ring. A lot of the buckle bomb and JD McDonough. You know, Seth Rollins with a massive tope suicida. Not too many. Great, just enough to make it like, yeah. Just make it count, make it look just huge. Damian Priest, he comes down to ringside, gets an eye on what's going on, which gave JD a second wind because he turned things around because, of course, Seth Rollins was occupado with what's happening with the ring rather than what's going on inside the ring with JD McDonough. But here we go. Match does eventually come to a conclusion. It was really good. There's the end sequence was just a lot of really, really high-level chain wrestling. High-level chain wrestling. Where turned out to be Seth Rollins got the better part of the chain, hitting JD McDonough with the pedigree. And after that, it's the setup to the curb stomp. Curb stomps JD McDonough's face right into the mat. Dunzo for JD McDonough. Clean victory for, Seth Rollins. I could have sworn. I thought maybe Seth Rollins might lose this match because, Damian Priest might, do what the Judgment Day always does. Distract the referee. But no distractions today, so I was surprised that Damian Priest just watched JD get his ass kicked. So, yeah. After that, we go backstage now. It's with Adam Pearce. He's getting Ricochet. He's talked about his what happened earlier on in the night with his loss to, Dominic Mysterio over ridiculous circumstances. But he gives him a chance at gold. So it is going to be a contenders match, number one contendership match for the Intercontinental Championship gold, I believe. And it's going to be, what's that? Wait for the Ricochet as one of the competitors. I believe it's going to be for next week. Okay, so then after that, it is Halloween time, and we got ourselves the greatest. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven dressed as the Hart Foundation. The Hart Foundation. It was precious. Chelsea Green as the best there is, best there was, best there ever will be. And Piper Niven as the Piper Neidhart. Piper Neidhart. It was really good. Really funny. And they're just upset because they got a match coming up. It's called a Trick or Street Fight. Coming up. No, it's not a tag team match. Chelsea Green's on her own. Piper Niven. I don't know. Is she injured? I don't know. But Chelsea Green, she's doing a lot of work. And I guess what? It's going to be the comic relief, I guess. I don't know. It's sad to say that, but anyways, after that, we got ourselves a little bit of the Viking Raiders, or some would speak. It's Valhalla and Ivar. No, Valhalla, she's got her, apparently the gods told her that she needs to see Adam Pearce for an opportunity for the Intercontinental title match. So yes,
Ivar's like, I'll meet you at the office.
So yeah, that's happening. And then we go to backstage with Jackie Redmond with, Becky Lynch. And so how does it feel losing the NXT title? And Becky's like, well, if anything, I'm glad that Lyra Valkyria won. She hustles just like me. I really like that. But if anybody would have beat Becky Lynch, she's proud that fellow countrywoman Lyra Valkyria would be carrying the torch of the NXT champion. And then she talks about, in her 42-day reign as a NXT champion, she defended her title more times than Roman Reigns and Rhea Ripley. And that is true. Roman Reigns is never there. Defended his championship 4 times this year. Rhea Ripley, who knows? Very few times. And Rhea Ripley defended her title more times in the NXT than she has in the main roster, which is absurd. Absurd. So so Becky Lynch got a lot to say. But you know what? When you set your bar so low with champions like Roman Reigns, who's never there, the absentee champ, come on now. Yeah, but here's the thing. Guess who's not the champion? Becky Lynch. Yeah, she defended her title more, and she's lost it. So, Roman got it right. The less you defend it, the less you're going to lose it. And then Xia Lee comes up there. She's all upset. She wants her opportunity now that she can put people away to sleep with a simple roundhouse kick. And she can almost hit you in the head. The wind alone will knock you out. The wind alone, which it did this time. The wind knocked out some Candice LeRey. So yeah, it's so ridiculous. And she's like, I want my opportunity. It's like, you want an opportunity? Let's go then. It's like, on my time. It's like, really? Becky's like, this is the 3rd week in a row you want it on your time. Really? Are you really that hungry for it? It's so ridiculous. Whatever, Xia Lee. You're going to wait for your time, and, it's just like, time is going to pass you by. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. So, yeah, we got ourselves some Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, Shinsuke's talking about, who's next for Shinsuke? The fact that, I guess we can say, here we go. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, Shinsuke, who's ready for Shinsuke to put away another person? I'm thinking, who the heck does Shinsuke put away in the first place? Which is absolutely ridiculous, I thought. Shinsuke Nakamura looking for a next sacrifice. I'm thinking, Who was your last sacrifice, Shinsuke? Who was your last sacrifice? It wasn't Seth Rollins. He's still a champion. You're not the champion. So what's going on here? So anyways, it turns out that Akira Mimezawa is challenging he wants to be the next sacrifice. I'm thinking, wow, Shinsuke Nakamura from a potential champion to fighting a meme. Fighting a meme. It's like, wow, how the greats are now at the bottom of the rank, bottom rung with, so sad. Anyway, now our next match, it is a, this one's tough. This one's super tough. This one is I guess you can say, the trick or street fight. Chelsea Green versus Natalya. Natalya coming down there looking like the bunny, Ali. It's like, come on now. The bunny face, you got the bunny mask on, or your Halloween thing. And versus Chelsea Green, of course, dressed like Bret the Hitman Hart. And Piper Niven dressed exactly like, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. The mustache and the hairy chest. It was hilarious. Hilarious. The wig popped off though, but whatever. Whatevs. So it comes out, I figured, is this something finally? Natalya's finally going to win a match? Finally going to win finally? Because, what's that? Chelsea Green on her own, she doesn't care about losing. And she loses a lot. All her singles matches so far this month has been a lot of losses. I mean, she's been racking up the L's. So what's another L for Chelsea? Nothing much. But does it happen? Nope. So here you go. The funny part happens early. Chelsea Green gets the first pie and just smashes it right into Natalya's face. The pie going into the rabbit holes, eye holes. I'm like, oh my god, you'd like to get that thing off your face. Oh, so hilarious. It gets worse. This match, it's a Halloween match. It was nonsense. They should have been throwing candies into the crowd to make them cheer more, because this was the dumbest thing ever. So ridiculous. So they take the fight outside there. This match was terrible. They had a table out there, and they're trying to bash pumpkins off each other. And underneath one pumpkin was a Nikki Cross, her head poking through a table with looking like she's got zero will to live. She's just like, you know what? It is what it is. I'd rather be dead. So she's poking her head through there, like she's like doing her best mannequin impression. Nikki Cross. At least she's got some airtime, Last week she could have had an opportunity to win the tag team championship, but she'd rather just walk away like a little sourpuss. Meh, it's over for me. I need my husband here. Maybe that would help her. What's that? Carrie? No, not Carrie. Anyways, we got a moment in this match. It is so ridiculous. I can't say that enough. Chelsea Green grabs a big pumpkin that was hiding, Nikki Cross's head from the being seen. Ends up putting the pumpkin head on top of her head and walk around like a silly idiot. Like, what is this? Chelsea ends up going to the ring there, taking out a bag of candy corn and dumping on the ground there. Bump on candy corn. Yeah, this match was next level bad. She gets powerbombed on top of the candy corn. But here's where it ends. Now, of course, Piper tried as what's that? Jim the Anvil, Piper Niven, tries to grab a hold of Natalya back and to get pie-faced again by Chelsea, but Chelsea misses because Natalya ducks it away. She pie-faces, she gets a pie in the face of Piper, And then after that, I guess Natalya decides to punch Piper off to the ring apron there. Piper doesn't do anything anymore. She got pied in the face. Isn't that enough? So he punches her off the ring there. She turns around only to get the worst finishing move ever. This is the Unpretty Her. Christian Cage's old finisher move, the Unpretty Her. What's the greatest one ever done is Grayson Waller. He does a front flip Unpretty Her. God damn, it's beautiful. It's so damn beautiful. And you have this on Prettier with this just so much nonsense. So much nonsense. This move is nothing but good intentions. Nothing but good intentions. Because when you look at it, it's like, wow. You don't want to take your bump on your nose, you know? So then to avoid getting your nose broken, it looks like garbage. Looks like garbage. Absolute garbage. But Chelsea Green gets a big victory on Natalya. As usual, Natalya loses. Natalya. Okay, so now with that, we go to our main event match. It is the Judgment Days. Damian Priest with his own music. No Judgment Day music. Well, your mom told me the other day that you're never home for pie. No pie song. I couldn't believe it. Well, I guess you gotta be coming out together to get that song. So anyways. Damian Priest versus Sami Zayn. This was about almost 9 minutes in length. The wrestling was good. You know, Sami Zayn is a great wrestler. Now, the reason why it wasn't a match of the night, it ended up in a disqualification. You know. Now, during the match there, of course, Damian Priest is never alone. Like all Judgment Day, it's Dominic Mysterio. You know, direct message, and what's that? The Dungeon Master, or Finn Balor coming out there to help out. First of all, they gave him some moral support, and eventually Dominic Mysterio comes in the ring there. He just, I guess, distracts Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn knocks him off the ring apron there. Later on, Finn Balor jumps into the ring. Referee's like, "What are you doing? Get out of the ring there!" Sami Zayn, he gets punched in the face by Dominic Mysterio. Now here's where the ending comes in. I'm thinking, where is, Finn Balor, Dominic Mysterio, the Dungeon Master are there? But where is Jey Uso? I thought they got his back. And finally, Jey comes in the ring there, takes out Dominic Mysterio, takes down, just wipes out Finn Balor, and then gets in the ring there and wipes out Damian Priest, too. And they, what are you doing, man? When there's a wrestling match going on. So Jey Uso gets Sami Zayn disqualified. So wow, so good win for Damian Priest on a really ridiculous call by Jey Uso. Yep, and then of course it's like a 3-on-2 now. You know, Finn Balor joins Dominic Mysterio and Damian Priest on a beatdown of Sami Zayn and Jey Uso until, of course, Cody Rhodes comes to the ring there. There you go. Cody Rhodes comes down to the ring. Oh, I'm going to save my friend!
I got a rumbling in my bowels, and I think I'm gonna blow. There's a bathroom stall, I'm finally here. The toilet's there, I'm about to blow. I ate 5 tacos before the show. Shut the door and I sit down on the throne. Oh, whoa, I was never potty trained when I was younger.
Anyways, Cody Rhodes comes down there, evens the odds, and then they start beating the holy hell out of Judgment Day. You know, Cody Rhodes tried to take out Damian Priest onto the commentating table with the crossroads, but JD McDonough saved the day. But however, JD did not go out unscathed. He was caught by Sami Zayn, brought back in the area, thrown to Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes not just once crossroads JD McDonough on top of the commentating table, but twice. And 2 times the commentating table did not break or collapse because it's just a crossroads and those maneuvers are dumb. What is a crossroads besides Cody Rhodes taking the worst of it? Cody Rhodes always taking the worst out of out of that deal. But you gotta have to sell it, so it looks like you taking the worst. Anyways, that's how it ends. Cody Rhodes with taking out some JD McDonough and a couple words to Damian Priest. A couple words for Damian Priest at the end of the show, but that's regards. that's going to be coming up because it's a big show on Saturday. It's going to be the crown jewel, like I say. I can't say enough. This is the massive payout for the WWE. Massive payday for the WWE. The Saudis, they got money hand over fist. I can only imagine the fortune they'd make, Anyways, that does wrap it up for another episode of the Monday Night Raw. For our podcast listener, stand by, for after this short break, we'll be right back with some NXT. And that'll be Halloween Havoc, Day 2. Now for our YouTube audience, this is it for the show for today. Make sure to join us on another show where we look back at the NXT's Halloween Havoc, Day 2. I've been your host, Lip Hazlewood, saying I'll see you again on All Wrestling Show.